All right.
You can continue
I'm
with your task of
continuing.
finding a shoe for you.
Yeah, I'm continuing my search for Oxford shoes. Did I have a budget?
No budget.
All right, let's see what they got. I'm gonna go for a high price. I want a really good pair of shoes. So let's see. I'll go for these. Nice black Marsala leather Oxford shoes. The ability to click seems to be. Oh, there we go. That works. Excellent.
And so now that you found a shoe that you want, you realize you don't know a lot about like shoe sizing.
Yeah.
So you're just going to try to find some information about getting the right fit for your foot. Like find out where you can get that information. Okay. Make sure that you're getting, if you're going to spend so much on the shoe, fit.
Well, considering that I see this huge size and fit section, perhaps that would oh, and it takes me to size help and product measurements. Let's see some information about sizing. All right, so I'm in the US, so I can convert between formats. That's interesting. And there are product measurements here. This seems to be helpful. Measuring guide. Measurement from top of the shoe to the base of the heel. Heel height. Still not sure about my perfect size or fit. Yeah, so maybe US 11 seems to be fair, maybe. So, yeah, there's a lot of helpful information there. I'm not sure it would actually help me figure out my own shoe size. Like I would want to do measurements. Maybe the heel measurement was also meant to be for my feet, but it also seemed that it was meant for the shoe.
Gotcha.
So that might be confusing.
Okay. Yep, that's great. So now we want you to sign into a fake account that we've created for you.
All right.
So go ahead and go to where you go to sign in.
Okay, so I went to my account, and I'm going to go to this big sign in button.
All right, and your email is going to be Bob Smith.
Oh, Bob Smith
at gmail.com.
Right.
And your password is MP Smith.
MP Smith. All right. I'm going to sign in as Bob Smith. I prefer to go by Will. All right. I'm logged into the account.
Okay, great. And so now that you're here, we would like you to try to add a designer to your favorite designers.
Okay. So I'm going to go down to this favorite designers button, or like square. Click on it. All right. So let's see. Okay, so I'm looking at a huge list of different designers. I assume by clicking a checkbox, I will acquire a designer into my favorites list. So let's go with Remy Relief. We're a really big fan of their work. And then I'm going to submit, which I assume will allow me to. I updated my favorite designers. I now have Remy Relief on my favorite designer profile.
Okay, great. And so now if you'd like to check to see what favorite designers you've added, how would you go about doing that?
Probably want to go to my account. So I'm going to go to this account button. And there's this favorite designers option right here. I want to click. Maybe it'll take me to them. It takes me down to the list, but I don't get like a condensed version through that way, so I don't know how that might work. Maybe it's in designers. No, doesn't seem to be. Currently have no wish list. I'm not entirely sure how to get to favorite designers, because it seems that any attempt to get to favorite designers just goes to this list. I have no way to narrow it down.
All right. And so I'm going to ask you to do some more shopping. So your friend, you really like your friend's shoes, and you asked them like what they're wearing, and they told you that they're wearing a Chelsea boot. So you really want to buy some Chelsea boots for yourself, which is a style of shoe. It's a Chelsea style boot.
Chelsea style boot.
And particularly, you'd like to find a leather Chelsea style boot with a rounded toe.
Rounded toe. Okay.
How would you go about doing this?
I'm going to go to shoes again. Let's go with
I'm
boots.
sorry, I'm going to ask you to use the search feature.
The search feature.
Yeah, use the search feature to
Okay.
do this.
So I want to search Chelsea boots. I don't know if I spelled that right, but that's fine. Leather. The round toe might come up later. Okay, so now I have a collection of boots that seem to be leather and Chelsea in nature. So I want a rounded toe. I want to go about to determine that. Chelsea. Maybe I'll have to search a bit more specific. So I'll go Chelsea, leather, rounded toe. Did not give me that. So let's go with rounded toe boots. See if I can narrow it down to Chelsea from there. Nope. There seems to be no way to locate specifically rounded toe Chelsea boots. But I'll go back to Chelsea boots. So I got cat toe here. I assume rounded toe is just a regular kind of boot. Now that I see there's... So I'll go for these. Found them. Located them.
Okay, great job. All right, and that's actually the last task that I have for you. So now I just have some kind of exit debriefing interview questions.
Excellent.
So you don't have to do anything else on the site. But I'm interested in what your overall impressions of the site are.
I mean, it seemed fine for someone who knows what they're wanting to look for and wants to be able to acquire them, while also getting some sort of advice on the thing. The editorial section seemed very helpful for someone like me who really isn't well versed in the diverse fashion world, or just needs to get caught up on the basics. But yeah, the site didn't seem too difficult to navigate. The designer thing is really weird. I don't know how to just look at my favorite designers. That seemed to be the most problematic part of the navigating the site. Was there seems to be no point in adding them to my favorites list. In trying to locate the favorites list, it just gives me all of them anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your impression of the search features?
The
search bar.
It seemed that I could only put very general things. The minute I started adding any sort of adjectives, leather seemed to be fine, but if I wanted regular rounded toe stuff, because that might be just a fashion thing, but it seems to be that it would just wouldn't come up with anything, or a specific type of Oxford shoe didn't seem to come up when I tried to search for that. But in terms of getting me to shoes, it seemed to work. I would want to. It seems that the easier thing to do is to just go to the top things on the bar and look for specific things.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. And is your impression what is your impression of this site? Do you feel it's current? Do you feel it's up to date?
Yeah. I mean, it seems to be there. I mean, I might not be the person to ask whether or not it seems there because I don't keep up to date with current trends. But if someone wanted to, it seems like they had the ability to using the site.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What did you like best about it?
I liked the fact that it had a easy way to narrow down what type of thing I'm looking for within a given section. So I was able to very easily, once I got to a page that had things to sell, narrow down my brands and designers and stuff like that to wherever I wanted to go. That seemed to be very helpful. So if I have a consistent type of shoe, I always like to get it easy to find.
Yeah. What did you like best about the editorial content? So all the style tips and stuff.
There was some nice basic stuff. There's ground level. I have no idea what shoes I must have if I'm a fashion, if I'm a newborn fashion expert. So there was some good basic get you up to speed type of stuff that seemed to be very useful for someone of my knowledge level.
What did you like least about the entire site?
The fact I had to make an account if I wanted to buy something. That seems like it's going to cut off a lot of people from actually buying things if they don't want to make an account.
Yeah. What did you like least about the editorial content?
The way pages moved were really weird. It wasn't immediately obvious that I would have to like move pages instead of just keep scrolling down. And it wasn't, and even like the arrows that were meant to do that type of thing. It wasn't obvious whether I was switching articles or if I was switching pages in an article.
Yeah.
So
I can see how that would be frustrating.
Yeah.
If you were going to improve the site based on the test that you just did, what would be the first thing you would change?
Just have the article scroll infinitely in the editorial section.
Okay.
And also a guest checkout.
Mm-hmm.
And also an actual favorite designer's page.
Gotcha.
And not a fake one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you were to describe the site to like a friend or a colleague, what would you say about it?
It's a site that'll let you get a wide variety of fashion items, and also has information if you're looking for that type of information. It's very clean.
Great. And so do you have any like final comments about the site, about your experience with it?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for participating.
No problem.